Greasy gang, or don't. You know who it is and you know what it is. It's your boy C Greasy, and I'm back with another informative video. Now look, check me out, right? I'm not gonna make this video too long, you feel me? I just need to get this out there because a lot of people need to hear this. I got my own friends who still need to hear this because this is a great topic of discussion right here. We're gonna go right into it. We're gonna talk about character and integrity. They pretty much go hand in hand. So let me break it down, right? So integrity, we know integrity is like uprightness, doing the right things even when no one is looking, right? Morality, that is pretty much your own intuition of what is right and what is wrong, or you can be taught it. Some people can be taught morality to have morals of oneself. You know what I'm saying? A specific guideline of principles that you stand firm on. A good foundation. Because when you add up sugar, spice, and everything nice, you know what I'm saying? Reference to Powerpuff Girls. Shout out to y'all. You feel me? One of the best cartoons in the game. You get the makeup of someone's character. You know what I'm saying? Integrity, morality, and principle. Together, they unite of someone's character. Now, let me give you an example right here, right? So, if me and a good friend, let's say that, if I left my girl unattended, right? And by saying that word unattended, I mean like I leave my house and I leave my friend and my girl at my spot, and I go down the street, I go and get some food or something. You know what I'm saying? I come back, everything seems normal. I find out weeks later that while I was gone, they had an affair, right? So in that sense, with that example being made, both of them had horrible integrity, morality. They didn't have principle. So their whole makeup of character, to me, would be horrible. Why is that? Let me explain. A true friend, their foundation within you, their principles are set on the friendship. So therefore, they will never cross those boundaries. Right? The morality, if they had any, they would have already known right and wrong and what not to do in situations that will cost the friendship. Their integrity would be none. Because why? Because even when no one was looking, aka me or you, if you were ever in a situation like that, I never was, but I'm just using this example. Because I was not present, what you would have done if I was present is totally different in my absence. I was absent from a situation, so therefore you acted accordingly to your true self. But with me being present, you would have never acted like that, meaning you were being fake. You were camouflaging and deceiving my perception of who you really are. So you have no integrity. Your morality, you ain't got none. Because that goes hand in hand with integrity. Being honest, doing right and wrong. I'm sorry, it is what it is. And then your principles, those are erased as well. Thanos snap, out of there. Because if you had any type of foundation or guidelines to stand on, you wouldn't hurt the friendship. You enacted on personal human feelings, emotions, sensation over someone's friendship that you supposedly had a bond with. That's deep. That's deep. I don't think y'all feel me though. You know what I'm saying? I don't think you feel me. You know what I'm saying? Whoo, it's getting hot in here. Just chill, just chill. But look, so that whole point, as I said, You got to deal with certain people. I would rather deal with someone who stood on being devious or intent of evil, because at least I know what I'm getting from them. I can choose right then and there to deal with them or not, because they have a set of principles that I do not agree with, but they stand strong and firm on it. That is that person's definition of principle. Now, I know I said their definition, but the definition of principle is a foundation. So really, it's not even their own outlook, perception on principle. That is their principle. Now, whether I agree with it or not, different thing. But if I don't agree with it, I can leave them alone. I can stop dealing with them because they don't go by the same guidelines that I go by. You know what I'm saying? So I would rather deal with somebody who has a set foundation on a friendship, just outlook on life, period. So I can get a good detail on who they are, their character. Because if you're dealing with somebody who doesn't know what they would do in a specific situation, that person is a dangerous individual to have a friendship with. Because you don't know what they're gonna do. You don't know if they're going to flip on you. You don't know if they're going to stay loyal to the soil. So having somebody there, sometimes it's better to be alone, because at least you can trust yourself. At least I would hope, for the benefit of your own mental health. Because if you do not have somebody who is solid in your background, you better off alone. And that's just the truth. You got to have somebody who's not going to be wishy-washy and flip to the other script just because something sounds good. You know what I'm saying? Just because somebody may say something, has a large following, or anything of that magnitude, and they say something better than what someone else said who has a lower following, doesn't mean what this person said was right. You know what I'm saying? Even Hitler had principles. Now, again, just because you may not agree with his principle, or maybe you do, but regardless, he had a foundation. So you knew what you was getting out of Hitler. You knew what you was getting. He wasn't flip-flopping. He wasn't wishy-washy. He stood on what he meant. And if you dive deeper into that, you know what happened. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, I hope you guys took this video as very informative. And do not forget or lose yourself for uprightness. Because in today's day and age, we are living in a society where more people they don't have integrity. They're not going off of morality. Principles are kind of going away. There used to be a time where men could shake hands and your word was all you needed. Nowadays, it's going off of clout. It's going off what's popping. It's going off of who can get the most views, and no. But people like me, regardless how much clout I get, regardless how many views, how many people know me, my beliefs, I'm standing firm in them in any situation. You gotta be upright about what you say. Don't be one of those people who say, do as I say, not as I do. Don't do that. Because you want to be the person where what you say is what you mean, regardless who's watching, regardless who ain't looking. If you said one thing to somebody, then you better own up to it, and you better stand firm in what you just said. And I understand in life, there's a lot of things that we may say that we may not fully believe. But when it comes to the heart, when it comes to actually saying that you mean something. Prove that with action. And further it on with your friendships and relationships, and you will see a better outcome. You will see that your circle is like-minded individuals such as yourself. Now that's all I gotta say. Now before you leave my channel, please like, comment, and subscribe. Let's get the algorithm going. I appreciate you guys for taking the time out your day to learn something new. Now I'm gonna leave you with this clip right here, because it is very important to the development of your individual character.
B. Worthlin once defined integrity as always doing what is right and good, regardless of the immediate consequences. It means being righteous from the very depth of our soul, not only in our actions, but more importantly, in our thoughts and in our hearts. Personal integrity implies such trustworthiness and incorruptibility that we are incapable of being false to a trust or covenant. Integrity is consistency. C.S. Lewis described it as doing what is right even when no one else is watching.
When the time comes, all my niggas gon' stand beside me. Even if they wrong, I'm riding. I ain't gon' that shit, I'm sliding. Gotta keep my head above the clouds, yeah. I done lost so much, I need it now, yeah, yeah. Gotta be the one they told me quit, these niggas doubting.